I'm not a ref, so I can't make a call on that. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to score to win the game, and we didn't. So yeah, it sucks sitting in the box last two. Like, that's unfortunate for the team, and that's on me. But like I said, not a ref, and can't make the call on that. But unfortunate.
Taylor, you can't win the game in the first period, but you guys were so dominant and didn't score. Did that kind of deflate you guys out a little bit?
No, I mean, we hadn't played together in like 3-4 weeks, so it was going to take a bit. But I think anytime you can put 20 shots on net in the first period is very impressive. So I think for us it was not a deflation. It was definitely something that tried to, propel us forward. But like I said, you got to score to win, and we just didn't do that today.
Momentum lead to have them kill off the 5-minute major?
I mean, obviously, good on them to kill it off. I think we just kept going. I didn't feel like that deflated us, but definitely didn't necessarily keep that great energy we had in the first. I think that was good to see us come out like that. I think that was still huge, and we need to find a way to keep that going through all three.
Either of you, they've played you guys really tough every game this year, especially here. What makes them so difficult to play against?
I mean, they're a really skilled team. You look at, they've got some of the best players in the world over there, and some really good goaltending, and they have come out strong on us each game. I think we just have more, and like Taylor said a few times, we got to score a goal.
You guys just got done at the Women's World on Team USA with some of your opponents. What's that shift been like coming back to playing for the PWHL rather than Team USA?
I wouldn't say it's easy. It's a pretty big shift. I wouldn't say it has to do with players and the style of play, just more so like you were just done celebrating and you're coming back and immediately you're at practice. And obviously we're happy to be there, and this is what we've wanted for a really long time, is to keep playing hockey back to back to back. But it's definitely a shift, and whether that be rules, where for me as a center, like you can't kick on the face-off in the IHF and you can kick here. That might seem small for some people, but I think sometimes those rules and coming back and playing a different system and different power plays and everything like that and having limited time, that's not ideal, but everyone's dealing with the same thing. And obviously we were happy to win, but we won a Walter Cup again too. So
Where does it leave you now after the way Ottawa won yesterday and then losing this afternoon?
I mean, we lost. I don't know. I think it's just is what it is, and we got to come out and play 2 hard games, whether or not you make playoffs or not. This is a really big few games for us, whether that be we want to win, obviously. If we win both and we still don't make it, that potentially puts you up for a first-round pick. I don't know exactly where that lands with the expansion and things like that, but every game's important, and I think we're going to continue to take it one game at a time and, putting pucks on net and doing everything we did today. I don't know how many pucks on net we had, but something's going to go in, and I think, Ottawa's going to be our place to do that. That's the next game, and we just have to settle it down and work our way to the net and figure it out.
There were some games kind of down the stretch, too, where goal scoring was a little bit of a struggle sometimes just team-wise. Are there adjustments or things you guys think about in-game or, maybe going into these last 2 that you guys kind of look at as, hey, maybe we need to start doing X, Y, Z?
I mean, I think continuing to do what we're doing, obviously it didn't work tonight, but we just have to believe it's going in, and that's sometimes half the battle, and I think we do. Like she said, we got 2 games left here, and that's what we're focused on, and we just have to stick to what we're doing and stick to what we know we can do.
You guys lost the last home game last year, and then for the underdogs in playoffs and won it all. You're kind of in a similar situation now. What's going through your head with that?
We would love to not be in that position. Maybe next year we'll find a way to not do that. I mean, it was in our sole possession, and it still is. We got to make sure we're winning games and we're doing what we need to do. Like I said, regardless if that means playoffs or if that means a pick in the first round, I think sometimes you got to turn your mindset around from, this loss sucks to we get 2 more games together. And we've played a lot this year together, and it's been an honor. And for me, it's been super, super fun to, take new teammates and play with new people and have a new team. But like, you just got to be grateful for the fact that we're playing professional hockey and we're here. And obviously we don't want to set ourselves up for failure, but continue to win. You win those last 2 games and you can come out and say, we came out and we gave everything we had, and the outcome is what it is.
Lee, was there any effect coming back from overseas, travel time?
I mean, yeah, it's like Heise said, everyone's going through it, but it's nice to be here at home, get some few practices together, and kind of get back into things. I think you just get energy coming back to a group that's been here together training without you, and sort of rejoin them and get everyone back together. I think we had a good stretch here, and unfortunately we just didn't get the win tonight.
Taylor, how was it doing the Let's Play Hockey the other night? Was that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was actually pretty nervous, and I'm not someone that gets too nervous about things like that. But you know, the Wild came out and they did it. Like, you know what I mean? It's playoff hockey, and it's so much fun, whether you're playing or you're watching. And you know, we're blessed to be able to practice at the same rink as them and be able to occasionally talk to them, and it's been really fun to do that. But obviously, the Let's Play Hockey call, that's something that'll go down in the books for me. It's an important memory for me, and I think being there and having my family there as well was super cool. And my youngest brother doesn't get to come up here very much. He's playing basketball, so he was up there, so it was a fun day.
All good? Great, thanks everyone. Ken's coming up next.
Thank you.
Not putting the puck in the net.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, like the lady said, like we had a great first period, and you know we had 20 shots. We probably had 30 attempts. I mean, you look at our shot attempts today; they were, you know, outrageous. How many good looks we had. We just got to find a way to bank one in, put one in, you know, hit off someone's shin pad, do something. And today it just we couldn't find the back of the net. Obviously, kudos to her. She played well. She was big. She made herself big. You know, she gobbled up rebounds when they were lying around. So. It was tight, but you know we got to find a way to score a goal. We just have to. I mean, we practiced hard the last few days, and we looked sharp, and we were scoring goals in practice like crazy. So it was unfortunate, but it's a tight league.
Does it change anything for the next two games as far as making any kind of adjustments or
Not
things?
really. I mean, we can come out and put on 20 shots in a period, and I like our chances, especially to start the game. So. We'll have, little tweaks. I didn't like our third period as much because we gave them some odd man rushes because we were kind of, pressing a little bit more than I think we even needed to. But that's what happens in hockey games. Like I understand as a player, you want to do something extra or try to do something special. And definitely if it doesn't work out, it puts your team in odd man rushes. And we got away with it a little bit there where they had some good looks that we don't like to usually give up, and we don't normally give up. So, but we got 2 games left. You know, regardless win or loss today, we were going to have to go into Ottawa and play well and win, and we knew we were going to have to go into Boston and do the same thing. So really our mindset doesn't change. It takes it out of our hands a little bit that we need a little help now, and we didn't need help before this game, but now we need a little help, but still we got to go in, same thing. We got to win games.
Power play, we didn't really do much in that 5-minute period.
Yeah, it was a little bit one and done. I mean, we had some good looks. We had some good shots, and then it was like shot, and then boom, it was down the ice. And then we had a couple where they made us back check hard and have to defend, which, good players do that. They make you defend, and that way your power play groups get a little more tired. And we got, a couple groups that aren't getting a lot of ice during that 5 minutes. It seemed to go, obviously, super fast. So I would like to see us maybe get a little more shot rebound, a little grittier, just to, recover pucks. But it just, that's kind of how it goes sometimes, where just the clock was running and it wasn't stopping. So it seemed to go super fast.
Do you have any update on Petrie and what happened with her and if she'll be available?
Yeah, she's been having an upper body injury that she had before the break, and she's still kind of dealing with it. So it was just a matter of today if we thought it was a good time. We're hopeful that she'll get in before the season's over, but she's close. Obviously, she brings an element to us when she's in the lineup and when she's healthy. So, but those are things that we're trying to deal with.
You mentioned the third period didn't go the way you wanted. Team should have been desperate at that point. It didn't seem like they played with that desperation.
I thought we played desperate. I just thought we played a little dumb, to be honest. I mean, we don't normally pinch and give up odd man rushes, or we didn't have a good F3 when we should. And again, it wasn't that they weren't desperate or they weren't trying to do the right things. They just were. I think we were trying a little too hard, and we were pressing a little bit where we get caught standing flat-footed, and they got 2 players leaving the zone. So, I mean, I'll be able to see it better on the film, I guess. But that was kind of the feeling I had on the ice, is that we had people. Well, I needed to make a great play here on a blue line stand-up, where if they just absorb the rush like they normally do, then we're fine.
Ken, almost every game you've played against this team the last 2 years has been tight. What is it about their style that makes them hard to play against?
I think they're super opportunistic. I mean, you don't have to give, Alex Carpenter or Abby Rock, Sarah Filia, you don't have to give them one chance and they're gonna bury it. So I think that's kind of, even today, like they had the 1 goal on 9 shots, and it was a breakaway. So, but Maddie obviously had a breakaway stop for us in the first too. So, I certainly don't fault our goaltending or our team on it. It's just, they're going to get looks. It's just when they get them, they got highly skilled players. So we got to be careful with that.
was it just a bad bounce on Flaherty?
Yeah, I think, yeah, just handcuffed her a little bit. I mean, we passed low to high, and it just hit her stick weird and kind of handcuffed her, and she got caught flat-footed, so the girl was off to the races.